Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are looking at TCP Syn flag. So as we all know, for client to server request using HTTP, we need to initiate a three-way handshake first before our HTTP request will be responded by the server. Now, with TCP Syn flag, the attacking machine over here is going to flood the server that we have over here with numerous TCP requests, which will leave the server unresponsive, and therefore the clients over here cannot get the resources on the web server. So let me check the IP address of the web server. As you can see, this is the IP address of the web server, and let me minimize it. And now on the PC, let's navigate to the web server. And before that, I'm going to start a captcha to confirm the three-way handshake. Okay, so I'll wait for Wireshark before I start. Okay, so Wireshark is up. So I'll try to access my web server and filter for TCP. Okay, so let me try again. Good. So now let me maximize Wireshark. So as you can see, this is the IP address of okay, so this is the IP address of our PC over here, trying to connect to the web server with a TCP Syn flag, and then the server will respond to the client in the TCP protocol using the SYNAC, and then the client also will send an ACK to the server, HTTP server, to confirm that now we have our three-way handshake, and now we can just go on and then respond to all the HTTP requests. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to initiate an attack on the web server over here. So I have my Kali machine right over here. Okay, so I'm going to explain what really will be going on. So here I'll point the IP address of the web server, just 157, and also start a captcha right here. Okay, so as I'm waiting for okay, that's really okay. So Wireshark is up. Okay, so now that's the interface between Kali and the switch. So let's try to explain what is going on. So I'm going to use a tool called HP Ping 3, which is a tool for pen testing TCP request on a network. And I'm going to send 15,000 packets, and each of them is going to have a size of 120 bytes. And I'm specifying the S to use the TCP Syn flag. And then we have also a window size of 64 to port 80. And then I'm going to flag it with the TCP Syn flag on all those requests. And then I'm going to use a random source IP address. And then I'm going to target the web server, right? So I'm going to press on enter. And as you can see, there's a lot of requests hitting the web server. Now, what happens is that when it happens this way, it leaves the server in half open mode, which means that all these packets flowing through or attacking the server is sending TCP Syn. And then instead of the attacking machine responding to the ACK, it will not, which will leave the connection in a half open connection, right? So once again, if you try to access the web server, now It's quite different from previous, but then it's very slow, as you can see, very slow. So it's very slow, and this is a simulated environment. So assuming that we have this on a real network and an attacker is trying to perform all these attacks, is going to be very serious. And as you can see, the network is slowing down. So let me also take a capture from the server side and see what is going on. So once again, it's flooding. Okay. So it's flooding. Let me check from the server side. Okay. Wireshark is even slow. So as you can see, the attacker is just trying to send TCP packets to the web server, and then the web server has become responsive to HTTP requests because it's just trying to respond to all those requests. And now from the server side, look at this, it's just trying to respond to all these requests, So let me maximize it. So as you can see, the server received TCP Syn connections or a TCP request with a Syn flag set on all these traffic, but then it's trying to send an ACK to all these IPs, but then it's not receiving any Syn ACK, and then it continues to receive TCP connection requests from clients which are unknown on the network by means of UOS TCP Syn flag. So now all that you're seeing here is where the connection is in a half open state, where once it continues to be this way, the server will deny other legitimate clients on the network from getting access to its resources through HTTP. So you can mitigate from these attacks using IPv4 DOS policy. I have a video on that. I'll keep the link in the description. So thank you for watching this video. I'm really grateful, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.